G'day gamers, Gob here. Welcome to another one of Gob's Quickies. Today's topic is going to be the Ender Pearl. You get Ender Pearls from Enderman. And the way you attract an Enderman to you so you can give her a whack is to look at them in the eye. And they don't like that. They get a bit upset about that. So here he is, he's run to get me. Give him a whack. And if you're really lucky, come on. There we go. And that one gave me a couple of ender pearls. Bob's your uncle. You can also find ender pearls in chests in Strongholds if you're really lucky. Another way of getting ender pearls is trading with a cleric. G'day mate, you got any ender pearls for sale? Awesome. I'll take a couple. Cheers. Okay, when you get to the end and you defeat the big scaly lizard, you get access to these end gateways. Now these gateways will take you to the outer islands of the end. Now you need to get to the outer islands because that's where you'll find end cities with all the great loot, like shulkers and elytra wings and things like that. So you want to do it. The more times you defeat the dragon, the more gateways you'll open, and the easier it will be for you to get to the end outer islands. Okay, so how do we get through an end gateway? As you can see, it's only a block high, so you can't just walk into it. One of the ways to get through an end gateway, and this is the one we're going to talk about today, is throwing an ender pearl through it, and it'll teleport you to a gateway on one of the outer islands. Let's give it a go. And here we are. Okay, so we've teleported to an outer island, and there you can see the end gateway. Sometimes you'll have to tower up to get to them. You can also use ender pearls to get yourself around. All you have to do is throw the ender pearl, and it'll transport you up to 50 blocks. But beware, you take a little bit of damage. Hey! There we go. That wasn't too bad. What's down this way? Oh, there's some pillagers. Better run away. Okay, so you teleport using ender pearls, as I said, but what happens if you accidentally chuck one out into the void? Let's have a squiz. Nothing. Not a sausage. That's just awesome. I was a bit scared then. You can also use your ender pearl to get up here. The roof of the Nether. What you need to do is get yourself up to bedrock. Find a spot that's only 1 block deep. Do some fancy jumping and ender pearl throwing. And if you're lucky, you'll end up on top of the bedrock. But beware, you're going to take a bit of damage. So make sure you've got enough food to heal yourself. And it could be a one-way trip, so make sure you got some gear to make yourself a nether portal, or the gear to be able to make yourself a contraption to break through the bedrock. Okay, so how do we make an Eye of Ender? Well, it's pretty easy. All we need are two things. We need an ender pearl, and we need some blaze powder. Go to our crafting bench, we put in our ender pearl, we put in some blaze powder, and lo and behold, we get an Eye of Ender. If you don't have any blaze powder, you get it from your blaze rod. A use for the Eyes of Ender is to help us find strongholds. We want to find strongholds so we can get to the end and get all that great loot. And the way we use Eye of Enders to find strongholds is we chuck them in the air and they head in the direction of the nearest stronghold. Most times when they fall to the ground you'll be able to pick it up and use it again, but every now and then they'll break, so make sure you take a plentiful supply with you. Okay, so to throw it, just hold her up, give her a click and watch the direction it goes. There you go, went that way, fell down. And we might have got that one back. Yes, we did. And we just keep going in that direction. Alrighty, so the Eye of Ender. You can use your Eye of Ender to make these bad boys behind me. That's an end portal. When you find an end portal frame, if you're lucky, you'll have a lot of Eye of Enders already in the slots. But if you don't, you'll have to make some and chuck them in yourself to activate the portal. Making an ender chest is pretty easy as well. What you're going to need is obsidian and an Eye of Ender. The way we do this, go to our friendly crafting table, place down an Eye of Ender, surround it by obsidian, and there you go. We've got ourselves an ender chest. An ender chest allows you to put items in like any other chest, but what you put in one ender chest will be in any other ender chest anywhere in the game world, whether it be in the overworld, the nether, or the end. So it's a handy way to store things that you can use elsewhere. So what we do, you put down your ender chest, open her up, nothing in there. Put down another ender chest somewhere else in the world, nothing there. So I put in that one, my ender pearl that I might want to use when I go for trips to the end. It's in there, go to the other ender chest, oh, there it is again. Take it out, go back to that, see, it's gone. It's just treats them as one chest. Unfortunately, you can't have double ender chests. Another use for ender pearls is to spawn endermites. Now, endermites have their uses. Endermen hate them. So if you can put a tagged endermite somewhere, the enderman will come running to try and get it. So you can make a pretty easy enderman farm. Right, so how do we spawn an endermite? Just keep chucking down your ender pearls, and you've got a small chance of it spawning an endermite. I'll just keep going with this until I get one. And there we go. One little endermite. Now don't forget, if you want him to stay around, whack a name tag on him. Hey mate, you stay right there. Okay, so that's the end of today's Gobs Quickie. All about the Ender Pearl. If you like this video, please give us a like. Give us a comment, tell us about how you use the Ender Pearl and your favourite uses, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel for any future videos and updates, and I'll catch you later. Hooroo!